What is up, my dude and dudettes, and welcome back to TellerTube. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the subreddit r/Choosingbeggars. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe as it would really help me out and allow me to continue to make these videos for you guys. And with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Choosingbeggar wanted my fancy crib because his wife's gonna give birth soon. Okay, so earlier this year, I put my baby's crib up for sale since we only used it a couple of times. It's a pretty crib and had no damages whatsoever. It also had a pretty princess-like net on it, a changing bed that doubles as storage, can be folded to clear up space, and can be converted into a playpen so it can be used till the child's a toddler. It can also be folded on both sides for easy access. A guy messaged me asking for the price. I told him the price, which was already half of the original price, and all the features and benefits. He asked me to lower it even more to the point where he wanted to pay just a fifth of the price. I declined, saying that although I'm in a good place financially, I still want to be able to get something back from it. He then proceeded to verbally harass me, told me his wife was gonna give birth very soon, and since I refused to sell the crib, they have nowhere to put the baby. He told me to do it for his baby, and to have even a little bit of compassion. I checked the guy's profile. This happened on Facebook Marketplace, by the way, and not to be rude or anything, but they were really poor. Mind you, I live in a third world country, so being poor really means poor. It seemed like they were living in a small room based on the pictures, and I don't think they would be able to fit my big crib there. I don't mind selling my things for a very low price. In fact, I sell a lot of used items for very low prices. I just want to make sure that the buyers are the people who actually need them and not someone taking advantage and reselling it for more to people who are really in need of the items. I ended up looking for another crib seller. The basic wooden crib type, which is sold almost everywhere here, is very cheap, and sent him the links. He told me I was heartless and a booger and blocked me. Hey man, I know you're selling the crib, but can I just have it for free? Come on, my wife is having a baby, we deserve it. Yeah, sorry chief. Need me to lend you a truck? Fine, but you do not decide. Okay, so someone told me to post this here. I own a small hobby shop and I have two company vehicles. A 1998 Ford Ranger pickup and a 2019 Toyota Helix that I special ordered from South Africa and had it shipped to me in the United States. So it is understandable I protect it. Anyways, the harpy my wife calls a best friend called and asked to use a truck to move some stuff from her home to her storage unit. This woman is the definition of a choosing beggar, and she is also irritating and generally a pain in the butt. But I was in a good mood, so I told her if she really needed one, that I could lend her the Ford Ranger. Oh, she got angry because she didn't want to drive that junk Ranger and it would hurt her status if anyone saw her in it. I forgot to mention, she thinks that she is some outstanding community member. Well, I reminded her that I have $60,000 of my own company's money in the Helix and it only had 700 miles on it, and reminded her that not even my wife is allowed to drive it. Her response was, "Oh, now you're showing off. You know the business board I sit on laughs at you and the losers on the other board." Side note, I sit on the board of a group of business owners. We own pretty much all the retail stores and restaurants in the area. It is mostly a think tank and each owner brings different experiences. Point is to not compete with each other but to take a share of people's money. When she was denied to our board because she was an MLM seller, she got mad and started her own, which is a dozen middle-aged women all running MLM businesses, all out to cut each other's throats. So I got mad when she said that and told her to F off, and if she wanted to be choosy that she can just go rent a truck. I also added this. Oh wait, you might not be able to. All the places to rent a truck sit on our little board. Who wants to rent from a loser? Then she did the exposure thing, which I told her I didn't need exposure to her 200 followers. So the part that did it was when she said this: "Either you loan me the Helix or I won't borrow anything from you ever again." Well, that was good news, and told her so, and hung up on her. This morning she called me asking if she could use the Ranger. My wife said to let her use it, and when I said yes, she said, "Well, when I said Ranger, I meant Helix." I screamed and hung up, but it isn't over. Today she took to Instagram and Facebook. I wanted to post the video, but I couldn't really block her face, crying about how I am mean and do not understand her standing in the community and her internet popularity. She also trashed my company, calling me a scammer and my products are junk, even though she has never bought anything from me. So I'm having my lawyer serve her with a cease and desist order later today. I'll update with the fallout from that if I can. Karen, come on. You asked to borrow a vehicle and he's literally giving you one. But no, it's not good enough. Well, Karen, looks like you might have to rent one then. How's that? Oh man. Also, if you guys are enjoying the video so far, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And let's get back to the Karens. I guess that's what I get for trying to be nice. So, I have a dog that I got from an older lady a couple of years ago that couldn't take care of her anymore. She's a horribly picky eater. I will get her to eat one type of food and all seems well until she suddenly decides she will never touch it again. I had gotten her a lot of this one kind of food because it seemed to work better than any kind I've ever gotten her, but yeah, you guessed it. Right after she ate 2 packets of the 96 I bought, she decided she didn't like it anymore. So, it sat in the pantry for a bit, and I finally decided I was tired of having it sitting around. Where I am, the animal shelter won't take it because they have their dogs on certain types of food, so I figured with all the COVID stuff and the fact that it was still within the expiration date, someone in the community might be needing it for their 4-legged buddy. I posted in my local Facebook buy, sell, and trade group for free. It sat there for a little bit with a few people making suggestions of the animal shelter, and I explained that I've tried that already and they told me they couldn't accept it. I got one lady wanting me to drive 45 miles to drop it off for her, then finally a lady who lost her job and was staying with her son that worked for minimum wage who could really use it. Awesome. Left it on the porch, gave her son the address, and he came and picked it up. Glad I could help. Then I went onto Facebook and marked that it is gone. After this, I got a comment from a lady telling me that she could have really used it. I tell her I am sorry, but someone else in need had already picked it up. Her response went something like this. I don't know why people like you do this to people who need help. If you don't have enough for everybody, then you shouldn't post at all. I hope you get screwed by shadow people, you effing booger. Yup. What? I mean, Karen, free things are usually first come, first serve. It's not her fault you didn't see it earlier. Come on. The Choosing Beggar is my little brother's friend, and he's way too picky when it comes to his birthday gifts. So this happened a few months ago, a few days before the Choosing Beggar's birthday. This Choosing Beggar is basically one of my little brother's best friends. Regardless, he's been kind of a dink a few times, but this time he really got me upset. He's a shady, manipulative person, and when it comes to his birthday, he has the audacity to request specific presents. Okay, giving hints is not a bad thing, but saying buy me this or that is something rude and spoiled. Well, this Choosing Beggar not only did that, he also made every guest spend at least 30 euros each. And here comes the worst. The Choosing Beggar required my brother to buy him a new controller for his Xbox One. It couldn't be a second-handed one, and neither a cabled one, so basically it would have costed around 60 euros. When my brother talked to me and my parents, we said no, so the Choosing Beggar required my brother to buy him GTA 5 and Minecraft. They cost both around 30 euros, so the cost would still have been around 60 euros, so I told my brother to buy only one of them. Flash forward to 1 week later, some days before the birthday, at the moment when my brother had to buy the gift. He went to a local GameStop-like shop, he asked for one of those games, then the other, but they were both sold out. So my brother, who is a little too simple and manipulable, quickly asked for the controller, spending 50 euros our granddad gave him, plus another 14 euros that my dad had to add. I tried to go back to the store and have a refund or something like that, but the only thing they could do was give me a 3-month valid gift card. That is completely useless to me since we don't own consoles and I only buy PC games on Steam. Basically, I just wasted some gas for the trip on Moped. Some days later, we were at the party and we found out that the Choosing Beggar asked someone else to buy him a controller, so basically, my brother wasted a lot of money to give a spoiled kid something that he wouldn't have used that much, since he always plays alone and that he would have got anyways. 3 days ago, there was my brother's birthday party, and the Choosing Beggar had the audacity to give him a $20 bill and playing dumb on the fact that my brother spent 3 times what the Choosing Beggar did. Going like, "What, you didn't split the cost with no one?" I feel really bad for my brother, but I hope he learned a lesson from this. Oh my goodness, Chief. Yeah, so you know my birthday's coming up, and I expect you to buy me a controller and 2 brand new games. And if I don't get those, we're not friends. Oh man. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash that like button as it would really help me out. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with my latest videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.